Hi everyone, it's Roger here from Infinity and Beyond, presented by Vinimation Kingdom, and I'm here with John Day from Disney Interactive, and we're here in London, and I was just going to ask him a few questions about Disney Infinity 2. What are you most excited for about Disney Infinity 2?
In Infinity 2, we have for the first time the interior toy boxes, which I think present an entirely new way to build and kind of experience the toy box I'm really excited about. And we also have a bunch of refinements to the Creativa toys that I think give players all the tools they need to make a much wider variety of games than they've made before. Furthermore, the creator tools and the builder tools in the toy box, I think, open up creating in the toy box to a new audience that maybe wouldn't have done it before, because now it's a lot faster and easier.
I know, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest, those are the kind of tools that I personally want, to kind of build that stuff quickly. So I think those are the big things I'm excited about.
Okay, that's cool. And which character do you have the most connection with, or your favourite out of the ones from 2.0?
My favorite 2.0 character has got to be Venom. I've been a Spider-Man fan for as long as I can. Like, I don't remember a time when I didn't know who Spider-Man was, and Venom was kind of the villain or anti-hero that I was the most connected to. He was kind of silly, and he had his big floppy tongue, and he had this fun personality, and I think our treatment of him in Infinity 2.0 is just fantastic.
Yeah, I'm a big Venom fan as well.
Yeah.
I'm just going to ask, how do toys from sort of the 1.0 transfer over, for example, like the Wreck-It Ralph, like the little chests, how they work when you pop it down?
So every figure from Infinity 1 works just fine in Infinity 2.0. In fact, we've added more things to them. All of the Infinity 1.0 characters get a skill tree and some new abilities, just like the characters in Infinity 2.0 do. So they come straight across, they all work in the toy box, and all of the power discs work as before, so all of those power discs also work in the toy box.
Okay. Will the weekly challenges change at all? Will they be only for 2.0, or will people that have maybe got like the next gen, will they be able to have all of the 5 games, or like I think we mentioned earlier about certain consoles not having access to them, will they all be for everybody?
That's a good question. I'm not entirely certain how our kind of community management team is going to handle the toy box challenges moving forward. I'm quite certain they won't go anywhere. Like, I think you'll continue to see kind of top 5 toy boxes moving forward. Exactly how they're going to handle 2.0 versus 1.0 or different platforms, that's going to be a question for them.
No, that's cool. Can you tell us what the toy box artists are going to be creating for us as fans?
I think that the toy box design team, it's their job to do a couple of things. One is to explore some of the other limitations in the toy box and help us as developers create the tools and toys that the creative community needs to be able to create what they're trying to make. Right? I think a great example of that was the remote controller toy, where now we can remap the controller and players can create these different styles of games than before. And then otherwise, I think we're just going to start publishing some high quality kind of inspirational content for people to enjoy.
That's cool. Can you explain how the reward system will work, for example, through the toys that you can get toys unlocked and you can win them at the end of toy boxes?
Sure. So players can earn new toys in a wide variety of ways. We have done away with the toy spinner from Infinity 1, and it's largely been replaced by the toy store in the toy box, where players purchase the toys they want using Sparks. And Sparks you can get from doing just about anything, right? But we also have some toys that are tied specifically to feats, and feats are like our kind of internal achievement type system. Some toys are attached to that, and then there are toys that are attached to certain parts of different playsets. So some of the vehicles from the playsets you get from playing through the playset. So there's a wide variety of ways to get all these toys, but the toy store in the toy box displays all of them and will tell you how you get them, so even if they can't be purchased.
Okay, that's cool. Will there be more than just the 4 announced toy box discs, like the Asgard and the Stitch ones?
Oh yeah, I mean I guess I can only speak to what's been announced. I hope we get to do some more in the future. How's that?
That's cool. And also, how will they be sold? For example, you announced yesterday that the toy box starter pack is coming out. How will, if I've got the Marvel one, be able to get hold of the 2 Stitch and Merida ones?
The 2 Stitch and Merida ones will be part of that Disney combo pack, just like the Marvel ones will be part of the Marvel starter pack. That's how they're going to be distributed.
Okay. Are the 1.0 figures going to be like repackaged, or are they just going to be left as they are?
I don't know. I don't know that I've heard any specific plans about how we're going to handle that, but I don't know.
And will there be any retailer exclusives like the Toys R Us stuff last year?
I like those things. I mean, I know we've announced the collector's edition
Yes,
on the Sony platform.
yeah, I've got mine pre-ordered. Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Good man. It's pretty spectacular
Yeah.
looking. Beyond that, I think that's the only one I'm really familiar with right now.
Okay, that's cool. Are there any plans to bring like the first playsets to like the next gen, like Xbox One or PS4?
I don't know that we've discussed revisiting those playsets. The playset pieces themselves can be used in Infinity 2.0. They unlock content. They don't allow you into the playset.
No.
Because we didn't have the disk space for that.
No.
But you can get various toys from those playsets by using the piece on the base in Infinity 2.0.
That's cool. Did you expect the response from the community that you got?
I think it was the response that we hoped for. And are grateful that we got. We have a fantastically supportive and vibrant community. I mean, over 12 million toy boxes downloaded. So I think we're grateful for what we got, and we're excited to sort of keep that momentum going.
Yeah, because the Toy Box Summit seemed to be a sort of a big success.
Yeah, it was huge.
Do you feel the retail division between Marvel and Disney is creating confusion amongst some of the casual collectors?
How do you mean?
Well, I know specifically on our Facebook group, we're getting a lot of questions. They're not fully understanding why there's two different starter packs, why things aren't sort of, and it's just a little bit of confusion going on with sort of a lot of the casual gamers.
Interesting. I guess I can't read the minds of casual gamers. I guess ultimately, what we're trying to provide is something for every type of fan, right? If you're primarily a Disney fan, we have a way that we're kind of taking care of you. And if you're a Marvel fan, we have a way to take care of you. And ultimately, if you're trying to get everything, that isn't going to be challenging for even the most casual gamer.
Okay. And also, there's been a lot of discussion on our groups and pretty much everywhere about sort of Disney playsets for 2.0. Can you sort of explain sort of what the decision's been, or if we are maybe going to get some Disney playsets for 2.0?
So in terms of generally how we choose playsets or how we choose characters, it comes down to a couple of primary factors. The first is we do look for things that are relatively popular that people want to play. And then we also look at what is going to make for great video gameplay and what's going to make for great variety in gameplay. And so while we've kind of dug into the Marvel universe, you're seeing a pretty broad spectrum of an experience between what you get in Spider-Man and web swinging in a city and those types of enemies to outer space in the Guardians of the Galaxy and the types of characters involved. You get kind of this great variety, but a great game. And I think that's kind of what we're going to use to pick anything moving forward.
Okay. Let's see. And what can Disney Infinity fans be looking forward to from 2.0 coming up? Can you give what you're specifically excited about?
Oh, me personally? Well, you know, I've always enjoyed kind of playing the game from the other side. I know we've announced playable villains that will be available kind of at some point in the future.
Yeah, Loki looks cool.
Yeah, you know, Loki's the Green Goblin's pretty good too. And then even Ronan, I mean, now having seen the movie and like kind of appreciating the character that Ronan is, there's a lot of appeal to those characters in the game. Excited about that.
And cool. And finally, who would you like to see included in a future Disney Infinity game?
Oh wow, who would I like to see? You know, one of my very favorite Disney films as a kid was Robin Hood.
Oh, yeah, one of my one of my
Fox.
favorites.
And I would love to see Robin Hood as an archer in the game.
And he'd have the same kind of abilities as sort of Hawkeye, wouldn't he?
You know, we've got other archers in the game. It seems like something we could do.
Yeah.
You know, to be perfectly clear, I'm not confirming it.
Oh yeah, you're not. I know. It's it's purely just what you would like to see.
If I could make this, then yeah, I think Robin Hood would be a
Yeah, no,
quick
that's
decision.
great. Anyway, thank you very much for taking your time out to speak to us at VinymationKingdom.com. So thanks again.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.